heart attack. Fast, fatal, heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do continue, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, we had Deku, Lee, and Luna. Now, these three firebenders faced off against three earthbenders. And, well, yeah. Through a strategy, they were able to win. They took down Deku, he took down the weakest earthbender. Him and Lee ganged up on the averagely skilled earthbender, and then all three of them, yeah. They took down the earthbender. Jesus. Now, while Lee did get incapacitated or knocked out of the fight, he actually did help. Deku and Luna were able to take down the strong earthbender. And, well, it was a bit more of a challenge, since, well, the ground is the element they bend, they were able to do very well. Now, after the match, Deku, he went to go for a walk, as right now he is trying to find that lake nearby, and some people, yeah, they're getting a little bit more concerned. Deku, he's a strange guy. I mean, from what they understand and know about him, he's weird. He's a firebender who is calm and focuses his flames. He can move the way an earthbender moves, and from what they can tell, his footing. I mean, some of them have been trying to learn that one ability. What was it called? The seismic sense? I mean, they have a better awareness of the elements around them, and the way he just seems, he's almost heavy on his feet when he wants to, and very light at the same time. I mean, the guy, he moves like air. And that's weird to them. Now, the Earthbenders have not pointed this out. However, all of them, they do at least know subconsciously that there is something wrong with the way Deku bends. Now, with that being said, Deku, yeah. Right now he's walking through a forest full of nature and animals. Now, Deku, he walked down to the lake nearby, and whenever he did arrive, he sat down, took off his shirt, and he decided to just try and relax for a minute. Now, he was replaying that battle over and over again in his head, as he was going to bring up his hands and try to focus. Hamlet's going to float a ball of water over to himself, as he's going to bring it upwards a bit more into the air. Him going to drop it onto his face, as he does get to feel the coldness of it. Now, Deku is going to somewhat lean forwards, as he does try to focus on what to do. Him going to bring his hands up and start moving the water back and forth, in motion and in rhythm. Now, Deku, he knows right now that he is alone. From what he could tell, there was nobody nearby. He checked the area and sat down. So it seems like nobody may really know about this place. There is a chance that waterbenders come down here, refill canteens, and get some of their water supply. Okay, so that's fairly useful. And if he's right, then they also do get water trucks and firebenders. They do try to help distill the water to be drinkable. Thinking about it now, they can do quite a bit. Okay, so, it's strange. When all the elements come together and work together, they actually can help to be independent. Now, the thought does go through Deku's mind. And right now, he actually does somewhat worry. He hit that guy with lightning. Yeah, he knew he would be okay, but there was just the way Koya reacted. She looked concerned, but he knew the guy would be okay. Okay, so she doesn't know a lot about lightning bending. But even then, if the other guy had metal rods on him like that other earthbender, that could have gone horribly wrong. Okay, so cut back on the lightning bending, Izuku. You're gonna hurt people. And you don't need to do that unnecessarily. Now, Deku is trying to rethink that word. Unnecessarily. Okay, so there's that. Now, as Deku he actually is doing this, you do actually have he does get to hear something. Deku is going to stop his hands as he does it immediately going to jump up. Himley is going to turn around and look around. As there's nobody. Hello? Now, Deku's voice is caught in his throat. If anyone hears from the compound who just saw him, oh shit, he can get in trouble. No, wait. Okay, rethink this, Izuku. Why would you get in trouble? No, that's not the reason. Okay, stop. Listen, come out and talk. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for this. Listen, did you follow me here? Did you want to talk privately? I mean, I'm flattered, but also, I'm just kind of a bit worried. Did you want to fight me again? What? Now, Deku, he actually does step forwards. And right now, he does at least look around. As he does go to turn. Whenever he does go to turn, he does almost miss it. However, it should have been impossible. How did he not notice it? About 20 feet. And behind that large tree, he can see its head. Fuck. Okay, that's not good. Now, Deku, he has his eyes set on a large animal. And right now, he is a bit worried. He could face the animal, take it on, and take it down. However, he'd have to explain how he got away from it. Okay, no, just scared off of your flames, Izuku. That being what Deku does think. As when the animal is staring directly at Deku, it does want to bring out its head a bit more. And Deku can tell, as he does going to start backing up, back towards the water. He needs to grab his shirt. Okay. Now, Deku, he actually is going to change the way his body is. As the moment he is going to turn his body away, the creature, it does start to at least move forwards a bit more. And whenever Deku is going to freeze, he does at least turn his body back towards the creature. Okay. Well, lightning bending might be good right now. Deku going to bend down. As the moment he does, the creature does start to rush him. And Deku, yeah. Right now he is quite aware. As where the creature just comes rushing towards him, he is immediately going to bring up his hands. Him throwing his hands downwards as the earth does going to shoot up around it. The creature, it does have a wall of earth smashed together as the two pieces, they do clash. The creature jumping up and onto the wall. It's leaping up and off of it and into the air. And Deku is going to look up. As the creature does come flying down towards him, and Deku, he does going to bring up his hands. Him pulling up a wall of earth. As whenever he does so, the creature is directly going to smash down against it with his paws. And Deku does hear the sound of claws reach down into the, stone he just brought up. Now, Deku, whenever he does going to hear that, he is going to grab onto the stone. Him going to throw it over and backwards to bend it. As he's going to bring up his hands and going to bring up a large set of walls. Deku also bringing the earth up underneath him. And right now, Deku, he does going to do one thing. He does look down to see the large creature. As whenever he does going to look back up at him, he does going to bring up his hand. And going to cock it backwards with, a bit of an idea. Should he earth bend it? send a spike through it, or firebend. I mean, he thought about airbending it, but that would just blast it away. And this thing, it does seem pretty dangerous. Now, Deku is going to look down towards it. As the creature does look back up towards him, and Deku can see it a bit more clearly. This thing, it's... oh my god, no way. He's heard about these things. It's one of those strange creatures. I mean, he heard that the hybrid creatures, they changed over the time, but this is a real one. It's a Tox. It's, well, a mix of a tiger and a fox. He's seeing one up close. Jesus, they're a lot bigger than he remembers. Now, for anybody who does want an estimate or a good idea as to the size, imagine a direwolf. Now, make it about a bit bigger than that, or about twice the size. And you got what you got. Basically, it's a wolf and a fox mixed together that's around the size of a horse. Now, Deku just stared directly at it, as he does this somewhat lower down the wall, or at least go to lower down the piece of stone he's standing on. And he just started to think, okay, so he's got that thing trapped, but it won't last long. Alright, so what should he do then? Okay, leaving it here like that's not an option. He's the only person who's been down here. Fuck. He has to let it go, doesn't he? That'd be what Deku just think. And right now, Deku, he does go to start walking away. He needs to figure out what to do. Report this at least. Tell somebody what's going on. No, wait. Okay. Take an actual second, Izuku. What's the best idea here? Knock it out. Yeah, knocking it out might be the best. Okay, so just a quick blast of air, and Deku going to turn around. As he does so, he does see the large creature. It's... well... it's stuck in a wall. It's making its way through. And right now the creature, it does going to continue doing what it was doing. It found a place in the wall where it just started to dig. And whenever it was able to start making a area as big as it could for itself, it started to try and get out from underneath. It squeezing its body through, as whenever Deku did go to turn and see it, the thing, it got its legs free. And it does currently going to start rushing to clear ground towards Deku. And Deku, he does it to bring up his hand. Him going to send out a torrent of air with his right fist. As he does so, the creature does go throwing itself to the right and then rushing forwards again. Going to bring itself out and with its mouth trying to grab towards Deku. Now, Deku, he does go to bring up his hands. As whenever he does so, he does it to try and bring up some earth. Now, the moment Deku's arm is outstretched, there actually is where the creature, it does go to try and use its claws. It bringing its claws upwards and onto the wall. As the moment the wall was coming up, the creature grabbed onto the top of it, and it went up with the wall. Now, it climbed over the top of the wall, and whenever Deku, he did go to look up to use his hand, basically trying to send a blast of air, the creature, it was able to slash at it. It cut Deku directly up and across his right arm, with 3, well, very defined claw marks. Now, the moment Deku did feel his arm get cut open, he actually going to bring his left hand, him going to blast out flames towards the creature. And the creature, the moment flames do go to start getting closer to it, it does really intense heat. Along with Deku actually going to burn some of its fur as it is going to take off running. Now, Deku, he does going to bring up his arm, him grabbing onto his hand and finding it's pretty fucked up. His arm is, well, clearly damaged. Okay. Deku is going to grab his shirt, him wrapping it around as he does going to get ready. Okay. That's a lot of blood. Alright. Now, Deku would go to turn and run, as right now, he does need to get back. He could take care of this right here and now, but this isn't going to be easy. If he uses firebending on his arm to try and seal his wounds, he might make it worse. And that's not something that he really does want to do. Especially because it might leave a massive burn scar across his arm just trying to seal the wound itself. Now, Deku, he does come running back to the base, and a few people do see him. As right now, Deku, he is seen by many different people walking back through the door. His pants covered in blood, as his shirt is wrapped around his right arm. And everybody they do watch as Deku, he does stumble in. Now, there actually was some people who did go to see him. Some running over, as they did go to grab him and take him to the medical office. As Koya, she actually was there talking to the person Deku may have injured. And whenever the person did go to reassure Koya that they were fine, they just, well, felt an intense heat and just felt it disappear. They were okay. I mean, yeah, it burned the hair out of their nose, but hey, saves them the trouble of dealing with that. Now, Deku, yeah. Whenever he was brought in, everybody they did get to turn their attention towards him. Since the shirt he was wearing, it was soaked in a different color, a dark red color. Now, Deku, he was brought in and sat down. The doctor, they're going to walk over and try to see what's happening to him. As when they go to pull the shirt off of his arm, they saw the massive wounds. And there actually was Koya. Whenever Deku did get a turn, he did get a look at the doctor. As the doctor did ask Koya to please come over here. Right. Her going to stand and walk over. As the doctor, the dude starts bringing up water and covering Deku's arm with it. As the doctor did try to inform her, keep up the healing on the arm. And right now, she does need to look over some things and see what they can give him right now to dull the pain. This looks pretty nasty. Now, whenever the doctor is going to walk away, Koya, she actually is sitting there with Deku. And Deku, right now, he does get to look at her. As she's going to look up at him, asking him exactly what happened. Large creature. Down by the lake. Down by the lake? Are you serious? Yeah. I don't know what it was. No, wait. I do, but calm down. Hey, listen to me, okay? You're running out of adrenaline. You're coming down off of a pretty intense scenario. And right now, your body's trying to help. But you may have lost too much blood, okay? Oh, okay. No. Uh, there was a very large tox down by the lake. It was behind one of the large trees, and I tried running. It didn't work. I just tried to scare it away, but it just kept coming. Eventually, I had to use my flames. Now, the person, Koya, she's actually kind of confused. Deku, he talks about how he tried to run. And then whenever it got too close, he had to try and scare it away. But from the looks of this injury, that thing was right up on him. So, did he wait until it got so close to try and use his fire? No, but he said he tried to run, so he didn't want to attack it. Okay, that's mildly better. Okay. Isuku, right? Yeah, sorry. Uh, the lake was nice. Yeah, it is. Me and a few waterbenders go down there to practice. Did you enjoy the view? Yeah, I did. Send out the maybe maybe we should get some people to go down there. You know, get the masters to go down there and see. Now, the doctor has come walking back over. Them going to at least hand Deku something, as he's going to take it. Him being handed some pills before he's going to swallow them, and the doctor is going to bring up a needle, asking Deku if he really does believe that the masters would need to go down there. And Deku, he does go to agree. The thing was huge. It was, well, massive. And whenever he tried to, you know, get away, it just ran too fast. I mean, there was no escaping it. Really. Yes. I'd say an earthbender and a firebender. They're your best option. And why do you say that? Now, they're going to stare at the doctor. And the doctor, they do go to look back at Deku. And Deku, whenever he does get at least stare at her for a minute longer, she does at least get a somewhat nod, talking about how she will give this information to, well, Yozit. Now, Deku, he does get at least respond alright, as there actually is Koya. Koya, she's actually somewhat intrigued by that. The doctor, she doesn't like having to really use this information. But I mean, she's actually listening to this guy. So, that's a bit surprising. Alright. So, hmm, it's strange. So, that's water tribe healing. Yes, yes it is. It's pretty powerful stuff. Her going to at least bring her hands back, as the water does go to fall with its red shade. Now, Koya does at least go to bring her hands up, her going to bring over more water as she does continue to try healing Deku, talking about how water tribe healing is actually something that is very useful, especially in the modern age. Yeah, I know. But isn't sacred water also very good for water tribe healing? Yes, it is. Sacred water, that's actually more potent stuff. I mean, it's easier to list the injuries that can't be healed by it. Right, right. How did you know about that stuff? Um, no worries. I'm, I've heard some stories. Really? You've heard the stories? Yeah, yeah, I stayed in the water tribe for some time whenever I was younger. I've heard a bit, okay? It's just, it's easier to explain that, well, the thing is, let me just stop you right there. Hmm? Now, Deku will go to look up towards her. And the moment he does get at least look directly at her eyes. Those blue marbles. And right now, they do seem to be a bit more suspicious looking. What's wrong? Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions, and I hope to get an answer. Oh, okay. Those stories are very well kept. Most people who know about the sacred water, well, they're very involved with the water tribe. In fact, well, it is used in emergency scenarios and cases. And, well, how should I put this? Somebody like you should not know about it. Somebody who isn't part of the water tribe. It's hidden behind massive amounts of medical knowledge. Even the most skilled healers don't learn about it until they start their own training. So how do you know about it? Along with that, Your styles, everything about you is so everywhere from different places. So that just brings me to my next question. And I need you to answer me honestly. Now, Deku is gonna wait. Ash has asked the question. Is he the Avatar? Koya, that's funny. That's a real good joke. Now, Koya doesn't go to look away. And Deku, he does try to at least not look directly at her. Ash is gonna ask again. Is he? And Deku is gonna look up towards her. Him trying to, well, not look at her. Izuku, answer me, or I'll stop healing your arm. Okay, fine. Yes, I'm the Avatar. Alright, you happy? I knew it. You did? Yes, I did. It started to make a bit more sense the more I thought about it. Most of the information we know about the Avatar was, well, a bit here and there, but we knew he was male, and you sort of do fit his description a bit. They really scrubbed clean your existence, except for the fact that you exist. Yeah, yeah, alright. Fuck. But what is the Avatar doing here? I mean, are you trying to take these people down? Is that what you're doing? Is that why you're here? Listen, I just. I don't expect you to understand. Understand? Understand what? The Avatar is trying to take down an organization that's trying to do the right thing? Stop them? I just can't believe that. Aren't you the person who's supposed to be helping people? I am, Koya. That's why I'm not trying to take them down. What do you mean? The people in charge know. They know who I am, and they give me an opportunity to turn back. But I didn't. Ever since I joined these people, I've been able to waterbend. That's why I went down to the lake earlier. And that thing I fought, it was it was insane. I didn't want to have to use fire to kill it, but air, earth, those two, you couldn't trap it, you couldn't blast it away. The thing was agile and fucking terrifying. Really. Oh yeah. And that's not even the worst part. I ruined a pretty good shirt. Now, Koyoda's gonna look down at Deku's shirt, which is currently sitting down on a chair. And it does have some blood on it. And right now, Koyoda's gonna look back towards him, asking him to prove it. Prove you're the Avatar. Deku gonna bring his hand up. Him going to light a flame, talking about how she doesn't know about this one. However, here, Deku bring up his other hand, as he does this grab something metallic up off of a counter. Where it is gonna fly towards him, Deku is gonna grab it out of the air. Him going to hand it over to her, asking her if that's enough proof. Uh, yeah, yeah, okay. That's insane. You're actually the Avatar. Yeah. Anyways, could you please keep this under wraps? What do you mean? Don't tell anyone, please. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. I thought you were fucking with me at first for a minute. Okay. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Were you bluffing? Yeah, yeah, I was. Fuck. No. Deku, yeah. Right now, he is a little bit wobbly. However, from what he does know right now, he accidentally just told her that he's the Avatar. So there is that. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a problem. Koya, listen. If anyone finds out, they're going to treat me differently. They're not going to think I'm me. I've dealt with that title for so long, and it means nothing. I mean, I was practically just Avatar, not Izuku. The two, when they do come together, they're nothing. And then there's now. I like just being me. Now, Koyoda's gonna stare back up towards Deku. He's clearly interesting. So, okay. Fine, I'll keep it a secret. But you were asking me about waterbending, though. Does that mean that you actually need help with it? Yeah, I do actually. So, you need a teacher? Yeah, yeah. I was, going to ask. They're just pausing. Should he actually trust her with this? I mean, she's a waterbender and she's had this ability for a long time, so she's got to have some good experience here, but at the same time, maybe an actual waterbending master could do the trick? But no, wait. This might be good. Okay, so this could work though. Maybe he can learn what he can from her and then they can both learn under a teacher. I mean, there is a waterbending master here who does know who he is. That can work. Okay, so this can help both of them then. Koya. Yeah, sorry. Still processing. Could you help teach me how to waterbend? Now, Koya does somewhat go to back away for a second. Her scooting her chair backwards before going to bring up her hands. Talking about how that is opening a can of worms she is not ready for. Now, Deku is going to somewhat lean forwards. Him going to reach out his hands and tell Koya, please. Okay. Jeez, calm down. Sorry. It's just, if you teach me how to waterbend, there's someone here who knows who I am. I was thinking about learning under them, but maybe we both can learn under them. I mean, they have a, if I ask properly, they have very good skills, and they might be willing to teach me. See what they can get me to learn? Hmm. Okay, yeah. I do like that arrangement. But I want something in return. Uh, okay. And what would that be? Whenever we get a chance, you are taking me surfing. Surfing? Yes, surfing. That's my condition. If we don't go surfing, then I won't teach you how to be the Avatar. Or, sorry, Avatar. I won't teach you how to waterbend. I'm going to teach the Avatar how to waterbend. That going through her mind. She's going to be teaching the Avatar how to waterbend. How is that not something you want to brag about? Now, Deku, he does get to get up. Him slightly annoyed that he's going to have to make a beach trip now. However, right now, that's the least of his concerns. As Deku, he does get at least follow what the doctor does say next, where they do go to return back to the room. Them informing Deku to drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and if he does need to, then come back. because he might need some supplements if he does feel dizzy or lightheaded. Or he might be lacking something in his diet, if that is the case. Now, with that, Deku, he would go to walk away. And right in there actually is Koya. Koya, whenever she is going to stand up and tell the doctor that she does have to go, there is the fact that the doctor will go to ask Koya if she is busy with something. Uh, a little bit. Why? Well, Koya, her going to point down, asking if Koya was just going to leave the mess there. Oh, sorry. Her going to bring her hands up and waterbend the dirty water into a container. Now, she would go to pick up the water that does contain the blood. And, well, this isn't blood bending, it is water bending. Well, I think people understand what I mean by that. Just because there's blood in the water doesn't mean it's going to be blood bending. Anyways, with that being said, Koya would get rid of the mess and then go to leave. And right now, Koya, she does walk down the hallway with that thought in her mind. Okay, so what can he do so far? Okay. Should she ask to see airbending from him? No, wait. Maybe he can metal bend. Or, no, wait, that's not possible, right? Okay, what should they do first? Okay, they need to learn a bit about waterbending, and then she can ask questions like that. But he's a weird guy. He doesn't like being the avatar. Weird. Maybe she'll have to learn a bit more about that. Ask some questions. It's worth a shot. Now then, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.